Odd Conduit Media.
What's it gonna be?
You are now listening to the
Hyrule Podcasters! Rumble, rumble.
Hey there, all you I'm so thirsty but can't walk one screen over to get water citizens of Nabooru. Welcome to another episode of
Hyrule Podcasters!
I'm your hydrated co-host, Ben.
And I'm your hydrated co-host, Pat.
On this podcast, we play through each game in Nintendo's Zelda franchise.
Mm-hmm. We're pretty practiced gamers, but we're not experts or purists. We're just experiencing each game start to finish in chronological order.
You don't think there's going to be any, pushback from the citizens that I just, called them out here in the middle of a podcast, do you?
Nah, I think that there's only one citizen of Nabooru who is thirsty but can't walk a single screen to get a drink of water. And if they're upset about this, then I feel like, we can apologize, or whatever. Put it on our Patreon, the apology video, if they're upset. And that's, that's small. It's a small pool of people that we're upsetting by this. That's a ridiculous intro. I'm into it.
All right, so where we're at. So what we have been up to, we've essentially done the first 3 palaces in the game. So we've done Parappa Palace,
Yep.
Medoro Palace,
Yep.
and then, I'm going to get it right, the Ocean Palace.
Mm-hmm. Yes, not the Island Palace.
Yeah, I think I messed that up 17 times.
18.
18 times? Okay, who's counting? Apparently you are. Great, I got a perfectionist that I'm working with here. Yeah,
I mean,
so
they're similar. They're similar palace titles.
Yeah, right. Okay, thank you for at least giving me the.
And the Ocean Palace is on an island.
Right, it's not in the middle of the ocean.
It's confusing.
Right,
it's very confusing.
Right.
Yeah. Also, we say we're not experts, and we mean it. We
100%.
mean it. We use ZeldaDungeon.net to get guides together. We use save states. We get things wrong. We
get a lot of things
you
wrong.
guys.
A lot of things wrong. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're in a pretty nice spot here. So where we are going to start, we're going to start back at the North Palace. So we had just made our way over to Nabooru. Mm-hmm. We got the fire spell,
Which is cool. It lets you shoot fire out of your sword.
Yeah, and there are certain enemies like the Tektites and the Basilisk who you cannot damage with your sword alone. You have to use the fire spell.
Which is so obnoxious.
At least the fire spell is the cheapest. I'm pretty sure it's the cheapest of all of the...
when you mean spending magic power on a thing? Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's good.
So by our ability to do things while we're not recording, I then played for about 25 minutes and farmed a whole bunch of XP to level us up. So let's take a look at where we're
behind the curtain.
The curtain, yeah.
How was that, by the way? Was that fun for you?
It was glorious, Patrick.
Was it? How did you do it? Where'd you go? Tell me about it.
I was just right there inside the right around the town where you end Nabooru. And I picked that up actually from the comment section in Zelda Dungeon. Comment section in Zelda Dungeon, huge shout out. Not full of a bunch of scumbags. Actually has some really good information in there. Not a bunch of people, yelling at each other and being far right trolls. So
that's always exciting when the comment section is helpful. Maybe it's just closely moderated and they delete the trolls.
Yeah, maybe. Wouldn't that be nice? So I pretty much just spent a whole bunch of time just going through there. I probably spent 20 minutes just killing Tektites and these little fleas that were pooping fire on me. Okay. And then I also went back. So the first 2 palaces that we beat, we did not put the crystal. So you have to place the crystal at the end. But what I had read is that when you place the crystal, it takes you up to your next level. Mm-hmm. And that it's kind of a waste to do that early on because levels are so easy. Whereas like now it costs thousands of experience to get a level. So
And now
I also made
understand
advantage of that.
why you did that. I was just pretending like I understood, and now I actually understand. I'm learning, you know. I'm not an RPG player, as I've said 3 billion times, so like the XP system is still a little foreign to me, but you know, as I am with all things, foreign is new and exciting. Wow, I'm so excited. Here you are, getting your game loaded up.
Yeah, we are going to get started right now.
Sweet. Let's go.
Okay, so we are just outside of Nabooru. We're gonna head back in because when I finished playing last time, I didn't get my magic and stuff healed back up. So we're gonna do that. So we gotta find our there are Nanas. There she is. She's waiting for us.
Cut her off.
And then. How about that? It's my special medicine.
Ooh la la.
All right, so as part of my my farming that I did, I got our health up to level 8, our magic up to level 6, and our attack up to level 6. And so the idea was I just wanted to pretty much put us in like the best possible position coming into here to win. So we have essentially 4 more levels that we need to get.
4 more levels.
In order to so this is the basilisk, and so
Yeah, so Ben's now in a cave, fighting some stuff, and he's got a basilisk, which it looks like the creature from the Black Lagoon, but blue.
You are correct. It does look like the creature from the Black Lagoon.
Yep. And again, you have to use the fire spell to kill it. It likes to get down on all 4s. And you made light work of it, and now you're hopping through the forest, stabbing those floating eyeballs in the head.
Ooh!
That's wonderful. A little Link doll. Which
I think that's our first one, right?
I don't think we've gotten any Link dolls yet. We were not really hunting for them. I guess since we can use save states, what's the point?
And then it's like we say that. And then, how many times have we just almost died and had to restart?
Well, you say we, and I understand that I haven't taken the sticks yet on this game, which we lied to everybody last week. Apparently, I'm not playing until next week or whatever. But anyway, Ben just loves running into dungeons, losing all of his lives.
I do.
And then so being like, I don't know what happened. I'm over here like, save your state, bro.
So we just crossed this big bridge, and now we are in the middle of a maze. So we're in Maze Island right now.
Which is fun. And you are falling down a hole. Stab, stab. Got some orange Lizalfos.
You got me one so far. All right.
Battling. I need some.
Yo!
The little kid. All right. So Ben found this little kid in the corner of a cave. Held him above his head as if he was an item and put him in his pouch. It kind of reminds
do you think he's
me
just kind of like, do you think he's walking behind me, or do you think he's like shoved into my backpack, like hanging out like a little corgi? Those people that have those like,
I think, yes, he is definitely in a corgi backpack situation, which I feel like would be comfortable, except you're Link, so you're like really hopping around, you know, which is definitely not comfortable.
Yeah, I don't think it's comfortable.
It would be if you were just like standing around at a brewery, like the corgi owners that I've encountered are. But
so we're now heading west, and our ultimate destination is that we want to try and find a town over here. So we got some Carock, some blue Carocks,
spitting rocks at you.
Doing some minor platforming here. Nothing too crazy. Oh, great. We got the
air bubbles coming up from the ground, which is just the worst when you're trying to navigate jumping over pits and stuff. You can kind of stay ahead of them if you keep moving, but second that you stop, they're ahead of you.
All right, so we got a new town here. So let's see where we at.
Mountain town of Darunia. Cool. In the mountain town of Darunia. Please save our town. A lot of pressure. A lot of pressure.
There's obviously something going on in this town that we need to figure out.
Walking around, the sky is purple. The buildings are all green. I wonder if that's like a city ordinance that they all have to paint their town green.
The palace has a false wall. That's straight up great information.
Yeah.
That we need to know.
This guy, he's one of the villagers, kind of full-figured with long hair. This guy knows nothing. See, that's not helpful.
Right.
He looked the same. There's the old lady.
She's a purple old lady.
Uh-huh. You are a hero for saving my child. Come. Oh, so this is her kid. Old lady with a kid that young? I'm not here to be judgy, but seems a little suspect.
Well, that's actually like a huge, like the fertility myth is a kind of a big lie that a geriatric pregnancy is over 35. This magic will strengthen a shield.
Nice.
So I know you love doing those voices. That's
oh, hey, go for it. Hey, man, seize the moment.
So
really?
We just got reflect. So we just got the spell reflect, which will allow our shield to
reflect. I get that. I was like, is this gonna make the shield stronger? But it like adds an element to it. So You're saying that the geriatric fertility thing is a total myth, and that women can have babies late into life, especially with modern nutrients. Oh, what are you doing? Hopping from roof to roof here?
Boop! And we're going down a chimney. We're just like Mario.
Just like Santa Claus.
Just like Mario.
Mario going in pipes.
Going down
now
pipes.
We're going into another basement, and there's a soldier down here.
Yes, what does this soldier say?
The soldier says, well, when you jump, press up the stab. Oh, we got the up thrust.
Bow, 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 bow. Huh, huh,
Yo,
huh,
okay, that's gonna make fighting some of those floating enemies a little easier.
So for those of you not watching, which is everybody, I am jumping up in the air and seeing how often I can switch back and forth between an up thrust and a down thrust.
Which is pretty often. They let you spot back and forth, which is nice. You're not stuck in whatever you choose first. I like it.
All right, so we're getting our life back, getting our health back.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I mean that was it for this town. We returned the kid, we got the up thrust, we got the reflect spell, and we're gonna head back to that maze and see what else we can find in there.
Cool. I recently used a walkthrough. You got hit by an air bubble. I recently used a walkthrough to figure out how to get the shrine in one of the labyrinths in Breath of the Wild.
How do you feel about the motion control shrines? Do you
where you gotta
loathe
tilt
them or do you enjoy them?
I don't enjoy them if I have to play them handheld, so I save them until I can do it on my TV with my Pro Controller in my hand. So that's one thing. And I didn't like them at first, but I figured out a pretty good method. My method in the Breath of the Wild motion control shrines is to run through it a couple times and figure out a new starting point for my controller. And then what I do is I approach the console with my controller like upside down or sideways or whatever, so that I'm doing it backwards, so that I'm ending with my controller in front of me.
Oh, that's really clever.
Yeah, and then I'm not all annoyed because I'm like, upside down on the couch trying to solve the puzzle. I do it backwards, and it's worked really well for me. But the labyrinths, I mean, my navigation skills are terrible. My short-term memory is pretty garbage at this point in my life. So I'm like, I looked at...
I like you said that. At this point in my life, you're 33, and you're just like, short-term? Gone. Not even thinking about it anymore.
Gone.
Not even something in my life. All right, so we're back in Maze Islands, and we're just kind of waltzing. Oh, shoot!
Falling
I just fell
down a pit.
down somewhere.
Falling down a pit,
Ooh.
getting a bottle of... Oh, you increased your magic by getting a red bottle.
I now have a... that is our third magical container out of 4.
You toyed container.
So we're doing well there. Our magic is full up. So now we're just kind of making our way through the maze, kind of running into there's no whatchamacallit.
Sprites. There aren't any
Yeah.
little ghostly sprites that signify that you're entering a battle zone, a platforming battle zone. You just kind of, I'm assuming they're predetermined and that they're the same every time you go through it.
That is
you
my
just
assumption.
kind of have to fight.
Yeah.
Some basilisks, some tektites, some bits, and you're making light work of it. It's clear that you have gotten pretty good at playing this game at this point. Oh, he gotcha.
Oh, I thought he was gonna knock me out and I was gonna have to like come back into the stage. He almost off-screened me.
That's just the worst when it happens to you, but it's great when it happens to the enemies. Okay, you're coming up on a little bottle. So you're gonna use your magic, and then you got that down. What? You should have what?
Well, I should have waited till I like cleared the whole stage before I grabbed that
and then
thing.
come back and got it. Yeah, you're fine. No, I believe you.
Just in case someone gets me, on like a one-off hit or something like that. All right, there we go. All right,
They didn't, and you're
they
clear.
did not. They did not.
Yeah, mazes stress me out. I mean, I think so. I say this now. I say at this point in my life, my short-term memory is that of a goldfish. But for some reason, I'm convinced that I will eventually do something to improve my short-term memory. I don't know when that's going to happen. Maybe once the pandemic is over, I will focus on that. But right now, I'm just all about... I know this is a PG podcast, so I'm not going to go into details about why my short-term memory is crap. But, drinking beers isn't great. And I like to drink a beer and play a video game. So they just kind of go hand in hand.
I mean...
What are you going to do?
What are you going to do? Yeah, this is the way it goes. All right, so we just caught our first glimpse of the palace, and they are going to let us walk right in. So I have saved my state.
Stab
we got
the
one of
statue.
those stupid.
No, you're not going to stab the statue to see if it gives you...
I have full life and full health.
Oh, so you don't need
and full
it.
magic. So there's just I just don't need to. I guess I could kill the red knuckle for the, for the lulz, as the kids say, I think.
The kids? You mean the 30-year-old kids? I feel like they still say it. I don't know. I don't hang out with people under the age of 28. I don't hang out with anybody. Who am I kidding?
There's no one to hang out with, Patrick.
There's nobody to hang out. Actually, I did have a nice camping weekend with my friends. We scheduled an outdoor camping session, not knowing we'd be vaccinated.
All right, this blue armored Stalfos. There we go. All right,
He wouldn't come out of his pit.
He's just stuck in this little hole.
And he
all
won't
I want to
lower
do
his
is kill
shield.
him and get
There's
the
a pee bag in the same hole he's standing in.
Come on, dude.
What if you jump on his head again? That got him to get out of the pit last time.
Boop.
There he is. See, yeah, you got to go beyond him, and then he'll follow you. And he stabbed you.
He did.
Twice.
He got me.
He got you twice.
That was all for 170 XP, so,
I did it all for the XP. Come on, the XP. Come on, so you can take that splash splee. I'm a rapper. I'm good at rhyming. Dang, this blue Stalfos gets you as well. You getting got. This dungeon, purple is my favorite color. I know that I'm a grown-up, and grown-ups don't have favorite colors.
Grown-ups are the only ones who should have both favorite colors and cannot have guilty pleasures.
Okay, yeah, I'll go on a rant about how guilty pleasures are bullcrap. So, when I turned 29, a friend that I was working with, my buddy Nick, I worked with at a bar in Queens, I was about to turn 30, and he was like, once you turn 30, it's great, because you don't have any more guilty pleasures, you just have pleasures. Like, what are you talking about? He's like, when I turned 30, I decided that I would no longer feel bad about, I think his main thing was pop music. He's like, why should I feel bad for liking a Katy Perry song?
Sure.
Now there are things that you should feel shame for indulging in, right? Like things that bring other people harm, etc., etc. But the entire term guilty pleasure.
So I'm going to interrupt you real quick.
Yeah, sure.
So I just I jumped over a giant pit, and when I got over to the other side, there was I think they're called doom knockers.
Yes.
Guys throwing little things at me. Crossed the chasm, picked up a key, and so now we are back at this giant pit, and we're just gonna jump into it because definitely at some point earlier on in this game, someone said fall down the pit. And so we just fell down the pit. We're on the second floor. And so we got a Wasu and a bubble coming at us. And, we got another Doom Knocker. I think the worst thing is that the maces, like, come back to him, you know? Oh, you can hit him on top of the head.
Yeah,
I,
just
for some
hop
reason,
on
did
him.
not think I could do that.
Downward
So,
thrust, and then he can't get you with his mace.
yeah, it's perfect.
Yeah,
All right,
then
we
you got a
got-
couple Stalfos, a red one and a blue one.
Took both those guys out. Oh, we got our best friend here.
Oh,
Best friend.
we got a blue iron knuckle, and what's worse is that, dang, he's already got you 4 times, dude, and you're dead.
That's okay.
Are you gonna take the death?
Yeah, I have 2 lives. I actually know how many lives I have this time, so
Okay, save your state.
it has been sick.
Okay. Going up against the blue knuckle. Got you once. Got you. You got through a door. Got you twice. Got you 3 times. Every time he's gotten you, it's actually you getting too close to him.
There we go.
All right, he took
Man,
a
he only gives you 150, man.
lot of your life and only gave you a little XP,
That's right.
which is rough.
We have the life spell. We just used it. We're feeling.
What did
feeling
we
good
get
right
there? Were those
now. I
boots?
got Das Boots.
Cool. What do they do? They make you run fast like in the other Zelda games?
They don't. What they do is they let you walk on water and on
Jesus boots!
yeah, water and lava in some like very
Jesus
specific
boots.
places.
Ah,
So,
but can
yes,
you
they're
walk
the
on lava,
Boots de
Jesus?
Jesus.
Now you're falling down the pit again, and you're heading off to the right,
And man, they drop you right onto a disintegrating bridge.
which is
like
so rude. Oh my goodness, so rude. So I would, going back to the guilty pleasures thing, I would encourage everybody to not have guilty pleasures, but just to like the stuff you like. What's the point? Life's too short to try to force yourself to not like something just because you think your peers are gonna make fun of you. And if your friends are making fun of you because you like listening to Wrecking Ball by Miley Cyrus, maybe you should get some different friends. I know it's not an easy task, but I feel like COVID has presented us all with an opportunity to get rid of our crappy friends. When you re-enter the world, once you're safe and vaxxed up, and those around you are, maybe leave the peer pressure-y, gatekeeper-y friends in the past.
oh no.
Oh boy,
Oh,
floating
no.
dragon heads, wolf heads. Are those dragons or wolves? I feel like they're... We're in the Maze Palace?
We're in the Maze Palace, yes.
We're in the Maze Palace.
Woo!
Dang, they just keep coming. They just keep coming, and they do a ridiculous pattern.
Got a
that's
pee
just-
back from that guy. 50? All that work, and all he did was give me 50.
You know, so goes.
Super lame.
So
All right, so we just
goes.
saw a dude in a Ku Klux Klan outfit try and get us.
Yeah, these are the wizards, and they are entirely white robed. Their sleeves are long. They have a cross for a face.
Yeah, that's kind of weird, right?
Which seems like it might be kind of tough to see through. And it's kind of like stabbing KKK members, which I gotta say, sounds like a great thing to do. So we're in one of these rooms, which was the demise of Ben last time, where you have to
I got it this
stab
time.
through the blocks.
I got it this time because I got that up thrust, yo.
Right, and get the key at the bottom while the wolf heads spit at you. But Ben very successfully made stairs for himself using the up thrust. Notice I'm sneaking in. It was my idea to make the
It
stairs.
definitely was
last
Patrick's
time.
idea. He doesn't have to sneak it in.
And-
He can just, I'm giving him the credit.
And with your up thrust skills, you have now gotten in and out of that room without a big old headache like we did last time. Now, if you want some visual content, you can head over to our Twitter or Instagram where we showed the most annoying part of last episode where Ben was stuck under some blocks trying to get out, and he's killing the wolf heads and they're killing him, and he stabs and pow! Pow, 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 pow! Here comes an iron knuckle just appearing out of thin air in the blocks. You can't get those wizards with the down thrust. I think you have to reflect spell with them. So you're going back to the beginning. Are you going to try to get this bottle out of the statue?
Well, no, actually, I'm pretty sure I saw Beetle up here when I was up here earlier.
Oh, all right. Well, maybe we should go pay him a visit, because Beetle's always got that good.
That guy. The best.
Just the best. You're right.
He's the best.
I think last time I kind of hated on Beetle a little bit.
You literally dragged me away from him. That is what you did.
Well, we had people to save and enemies to destroy.
I'm sorry.
We're on a schedule.
Did you go right to Ganon in Breath of the Wild? I don't think so. You spent 250 hours trying to find Carock seeds and ride around on your motorcycle?
Yeah, it's true. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'll stop backpedaling. Beetle's great. Wow, what a wacky guy. Just, always, he's a little anxious, he's a little nervous, and he overcomes that and is just a joy to talk to. So thank you, Beetle.
All right.
Wow.
Let's stroll back here into the palace. So we're gonna do the good old iron knuckle trick here. So we didn't get an iron knuckle, which is great. We got I killed the Moa too. He flew right to my sword. That was amazing. All right, so we just picked up a potion.
Save state.
So we're in a pretty good spot here. We got a couple lives. We got magic back. We got health back. So we're just jumping right back in to this beautiful purple dungeon. So our goal now is we have two primary goals. We want to get to 3,500 XP. And we need to beat the boss. And we want to get to 3,500 XP before we get to the boss. That way we can get 2 levels out of this one. Ooh, we got a really fast moving bubble up there. Oh, and I got an iron knuckle as well.
Red iron knuckle. Oh, stab. Yep, and you got him real quick. Very good. And now you're gonna up thrust through these blocks, letting the bubble out. Oh, that's smart. Just like open it all up and let them all out. And of course he got caught up on the
It's moving so fast!
I know, I can barely keep up with it over here. The screen lag via Zoom is not that bad, but in this case, it's hard to see. Okay, this is your moment.
Got it. Wow. There we go.
That was also more powerful than, maybe it's just because it felt more, right? It felt like it took longer than usual.
It definitely felt like it took longer than usual. All right, so we just used our up thrust, grabbed a key, used a key. Not sure what our key situation is, so we're gonna keep headed to the left. We got a Doom Knocker here, and I got ups that he was not ready for.
Yeah, you got that jump spell equipped, and he just didn't know how to deal with it. Good work. You made light work of that guy too.
We have another bane of my existence here.
What's in there? Just a pea bag. And there aren't any wolf heads. Okay.
Oh my god, there aren't wolf heads? I'm not even sure how to handle this.
I know. It's too easy.
So one of these classic break the blocks, get through it. Usually there are wolf heads. Usually you hear me very frustrated. I'm cool, calm, and collected right now.
Cool, calm, and collected. Sitting in my living room, calm and collected. Very good. And you got a key just now, which I always like to see. And you're hopping out.
All right, and we're just kind of making some good progress here. So it looks like we're 100 XP away from our next level, which is great. Which means we should hit that just fine. That means we're gonna get 2 levels in this palace, which is terrific. So we got some Wasus coming at us.
Wasu, they're so easy to kill.
I know.
They
don't give you any
they
XP,
just get annoying and they give you no XP when there's a lot of them and you're also fighting something else. When they're standalone, it's not that big of a deal. Ooh, good job on that dragon head thing. What are they called again? You had the name for them. Whatever.
I think they're called dragon heads.
This is funny. I had asked Ben not to ask me direct questions about the names of enemies because it makes me look stupid, and then I turn around and do exactly that. And you were just having a tough time trying to get across that pit. Oh, but you did.
Yeah, sometimes these things that come at you in sine waves just come over in such a weird pattern,
Sine waves. You're such a chemist.
I mean, is there a better way to?
Scientist.
Ooh!
All right, you gotta. No, there's not. I mean, that's a great definition of how they do it. Oh, and now you're just. Oh, dang! Right when I was about to compliment you, you went and messed everything up. Very good, very good. Escaping. So he got a key at the end of the room, and he got a red potion at the end of the room. Made his way back across. Just did a reflect spell.
We got a Wizrobe coming at us.
A wizard, not to be confused with the Wizrobe, not to nitpick. These are exclusive to the Adventure of Link. I think I mentioned this before, but they tried to get all the Christian symbology out of all these games, but the cross on the face of these wizards is something that remained when they brought it over from Japan. If you don't have the reflect spell equipped, then your shield will simply absorb the.
All right, so we got some collapsing things here with spike traps on them. That's just rude.
That's rude. And now there's an elevator going down, and another locked door. I have a feeling we're nearing the end of this dungeon.
All right, so we're just gonna jump up here. Oh, we got a blue armored Starfulse. Whoa, wow! I did not say that well at all. Armored Stalfos.
Why did you not get the P back?
Well, because I'm gonna get a level here in just like a second. So so I'd rather save all these guys so that way I can like get their XP when I actually need it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Now Ben's going up against a red iron knuckle and completely failing and rewinding. Oh, sorry. Not rewinding. Save your state.
All right.
It's a secret to everyone. Which one of my music colleagues just told me they're listening to this podcast and listening to It's a Secret to Everyone, the podcast that kind of inspired the format of this podcast, although they do it a little different on the Final
Fantasy games. You mean the no cap, that no one can know about this. Oh, here we go.
Right.
We got the curtains.
Okay, so we're in the curtains. We're at the boss. The boss's name is Carock. And he looks exactly like a Grand Wizard. It's from the KKK, which just makes it all the better.
So we're just gonna cheese this bad guy here by cast and reflect, hanging out in a corner, and just shooting him back at him.
You're doing great. He's a red wizard, basically, with a skull necklace. And you did it. There you go. He looks like a large Wizrobe as opposed to a large wizard.
All right, and let's put this crystal in. Oop.
Wow.
I'm so used to jumping over that I jumped over instead of
Good job.
All right, we got our magic filled back up. We got our life filled back up. We're gonna get 5,000 XP here.
Yeah.
And we are going to get our attack up.
How cool.
So we just have 2 more levels to go. We got 1 on magic and we got 1 on attack.
Wow.
And now that we have the boots, we can just walk out of the maze on the water here.
Oh, sweet. So you don't have to fight all the enemies on your way out.
Nope.
It doesn't let you cross the larger water, though. You have to take the bridge. Oh, right, because it's just an animation. It doesn't actually... All right, back in the woods. Wow, you did a really good job in that dungeon.
Thank you very much. Yeah, so we're just going to head back to Nabooru and kind of see where we go from here.
Sweet. You know, I can't help but notice some of the parallels between this game, which is the only direct sequel to The Legend of Zelda, until you get to Breath of the Wild. The rest of them are prequels and alternate timelines and stuff.
And I don't think, have they officially put Breath of the Wild anywhere in the
it started
timeline?
Yeah, it is a sequel to every game. It brings the entire timeline back into one nice, neat conclusion, and kind of reboots the series in that way. At least from what I've read, there hasn't been like a published book about it, but yes,
got it.
It kind of cleans up the timeline in that way. I hope that they screw up the timeline again, because I like the multiple things. But I can't help but notice how this game is the most different, from all of the Zelda games that you play. It's the
Yep.
second game, just like
Yep.
how Mario 2 is like that.
Yep, that Doki Panic.
Yeah, which, if you're not familiar, Mario 2, the one released in America, is originally a game called Doki Doki Panic. That was a bunch of different characters. It was like a mask party kind of thing. And Miyamoto was like, you know what?
I just walked out into the water.
Walking across the ocean. That's very cool. And they added, they decided that the lost levels, which is how Mario 2, the Japanese version, was released in America, was too hard and too boring for American audiences. So they made this, new game. So it was developed by a different team, much like this game was developed by a different team. It's just kind of interesting to see that.
Oh, there's a palace right here.
There's a palace in the middle of the water. And you're like sinking into the water. Are you about to hit up this palace too?
I don't know. I was just exploring here kind of while you were talking. So I could walk on the water.
Palace?
Hey, I got a heart.
Nice.
I got a heart.
That's a big up. We got a heart. There's no maps in this game, so I can't scream that.
We've now found through. Oh, I can't. Okay. Apparently, I have to find a different way to get to that.
To get to that palace?
Yeah, I will admit, I have, for all the people at home, I have not prepped any further, so.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, this is another palace.
Snap! What do you think? Are we going in?
Yeah, let's just the tip. Let's just see what's going on.
Let's just,
Oh, look, I can't get my red potion, so.
It's not letting you get a red potion or sending an iron knuckle after you when you stab that, which is intriguing.
Alright, well, fortunately I can only go one way here.
All green, which is kind of fun.
Ooh, we got some ropes.
You got some ropes. They're spitting rocks at you.
Spitting mad rhymes.
Yeah, I got no outline here either.
Well, I didn't really plan on. Okay, so when you jump, you don't block with your shield. So that's a good thing to know.
That's a great thing to know.
So this is the fifth. So this must be the fifth palace then.
Okay. I'll pull up.
Yeah, I did not. Oh,
end.
okay. We got to cast fairy here
to get up because your long jump won't work.
Yeah, jumped in. Or at least I didn't think jump would work there. So we just passed a key. So I got to go back and get that key now. And I'm going to kill that bubble that thought he could. Actually, I really don't have to kill bad guys anymore because I'm gonna like gain enough levels by placing. So I don't know.
Oh, this is the Ocean Palace.
We are now in the Ocean Palace, yes.
Which I think you called the Island Palace the Ocean Palace.
That is correct. I definitely had
the mistake that you were making. Okay.
Yes, that is a mistake that I kept making. Yeah. So.
Okay.
So yeah, it's this beautiful green. All right, so we got a collapsing floor. Oh, and we got dragon heads coming at us. We picked up that pea bag, even though we didn't really need it. It's hard not to. You just want to pick it up so badly.
This palace is enormous.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
All right. Well, maybe we'll. That might work out well for us down here to see if we can find a good stopping spot. So I'm coming up against some red iron knuckles here. We got the bit pooper doing slimes at us.
The bit pooper, yeah, just like kind of squeezes out some slimes. I say go for a little bit. I mean.
All right. I will go.
Oh, there's some stained glass windows in this palace. That's really cool. They're red and white.
Oh!
And we have a new enemy. Let me see what this enemy is called. Wow, going in unprepared. We're so.
I know.
We're so tricky.
But maybe this is the content that everybody wants. Oh wow, he disappeared real fast.
Okay. Ocean
there we
Palace.
Go. Oh what? Wow.
He's like an orange. Wizard-looking thing. Very bizarre. He shoots a little fire that comes at you.
We got ropes coming at us now. We got spike traps on the ground.
Man. Where is the list of enemies in this Mago Guma?
Alright, so we just went to a dead end.
Okay, so these are the Magos. They are... an orange-cloaked magician with a skull-like face. This is the only game that they're in. They're guardians of the palace on the sea, apparently. Oh, there's an ant crawling across my computer screen.
Don't freak out. Don't freak out.
Oh my gosh. He's seen the crack in my computer screen and is very intrigued. I don't want to heard it, but it's spring, and here come the ants. Anyway.
Wow, that flame on the ground lasts for way too long. They
disappear just like Wizrobes. You can get them with your sword. I don't know if you've successfully do that. The fire's slow moving. It doesn't leave the ground.
I'm headed to the left now, and there's a key. Oh, do we have to build these blocks to get to a key?
So the blocks are falling from the ceiling.
That's super interesting.
And maybe you should just wait, because it looks like you're gonna get hit in the head by the blocks. I don't know if they ever stop falling. But yeah, it looks like you gotta make like stairs to get up there. Can you get a key when you're a fairy? Does that work? Yeah, so you're gonna have to, or you could, at this point, you could equip jump.
Yep.
And just jump up there. Okay, good, you got the key, and you're continuing on.
All right.
Very good, very good.
Magic's a little low, so that does have me a little worried. Got a blue, wow. Orange Iron Knuckles die in one hit now.
Oh, beautiful. That attack
is up. Got lucky.
So Ben just slashed a dragon head stone statue that was just chilling on the wall, and a red potion popped out. How exciting. How exciting. And is now going up against an orange iron knuckle. Got him. Going down another elevator. I gotta say, I kind of tried to keep up with where you were, but at this point, I mean,
we're just exploring. I mean, so far, I have to say the level layout has made it. I'm not gonna say easy. Of course, now there's a choice to make. On which way to go,
but it's
left
been pretty
or down the elevator.
Up to
but
this point.
Yeah, I mean, I've had to make some choices. But we got a mace thrower back in our lives. Haven't seen one of those guys in a while. But we don't seem to have to kill him, at least as far as I can tell. I mean, he's not.
Kill the damn knocker. Oh, and that bubble's gonna follow you down. Got some bubbles, got a red iron knuckle. You are running from your problems here. You're like,
I'm not in a good spot right now. I have a red iron knuckle and a bubble.
And you're just stabbing the bubble, and in the meantime, keeping the red iron knuckle back by stabbing his shield. You got him, and you got a red potion. So you can give yourself life, and then you can get that pea bag down. Oh, didn't even have to jump up because you just knocked it down. Very good.
Yeah, that wasn't bad at all.
Getting through here, this bubble, getting it with your zappy zap.
He decided that he wanted to die, apparently.
Coming back.
We are going to oblige him.
Sometimes they don't want to live, And that's their prerogative. Because they're already dead. Their skulls floating around. Orange iron knuckle, got you once, didn't get you twice.
Oh, I am out of keys. Okay, so we need to go find a key somewhere.
Came up to a locked door, didn't have a key. What you gonna do now? What's it gonna be?
We're gonna try and find a key.
Good thinking. I wouldn't have thought of that. That's why you get paid the big bucks. Speaking of getting paid the big bucks, head over to our Patreon and subscribe.
Yes.
Oh, and you were just like kind of
all right.
We avoiding these. You don't like fighting those orange things, do you?
They disappear just really quickly. Like they're just.
It's true. They definitely.
Okay.
The Mago disappear very quickly. You got a blue iron knuckle.
And we're just gonna jump over him.
Avoiding. Getting your key, completely avoiding the blue iron knuckle.
Oh my goodness, this is
He's
so
getting you anyway. Yes, I'm embarrassed for you. I don't like that saying, by the way. Like, you can't be embarrassed for somebody. You're embarrassed for yourself. It's like that guilty pleasure thing.
Yeah. You're just trying to say to somebody, you should be embarrassed right now.
Yeah, I would be embarrassed if I were you. And you know what? Yeah, maybe you get any new friends. This is now the You Need New Friends podcast.
Hey, I killed one of them. Wow, they give you 200? Oh my goodness.
You should maybe try to kill him more often. That's great. Yeah, you got it again.
Wow.
It's kind of worth stepping on the fire to get those 200 points.
Yeah, really. All right, so okay, here's the locked door we missed last time. Mm-hmm. Oh dear God. Okay, we got a blue iron knuckle. No, it's all right. We're just coming back here. We're gonna cast life on ourselves. We're gonna reset. We're gonna cast shield on ourselves. This guy's a big jerk.
Hey, by the way, I'm just gonna say while Ben kills this blue iron knuckle that if you like our theme and all the music that plays while we go see Beetle and our outro music, Lieutenant Headtrip, the producer who created all that music, is
holy shit,
up for doing that kind of stuff
dude,
for you.
Dude,
and we're at the boss.
Dude,
we're at the boss. Oh my gosh! And here you are. Do you have any life left? So the boss is Gooma. Now Gooma is a big troll-looking enemy who has a gigantic spiked ball on a chain, and he throws it at Link. Causes a lot of damage. Probably shouldn't get whacked by it if you want to survive. I assume that you saved your state.
I did. Okay, so you can't hit his helmet. You have to hit him in the chest. So you kind of gotta like run in, get him, and then run away.
Do you want advice?
No.
Nope. I'm reading advice. Yeah,
you reading you reading the comment section again?
I'm not in the comments. I'm just on the description at zeldadungeon.net.
Nope, I'm good. I think I got this.
Gooma here interrupted my plug. So, we offer fair rates. Headtrip offers fair rates for intro music. And you just knocked out that dungeon without even trying. Incredible.
Okay, so we will fully admit, as we have the entire time, that we use guides. We build outlines. We do that because we think it makes it more entertaining because the game can be very difficult to navigate.
Yes.
The only thing that I knew is that walking out into the water, that I could get to this palace and find a heart. Those are the only two things that I knew. I had no idea how to play through this dungeon whatsoever.
Yeah.
So, let's place this crystal, dude.
Place the crystal. It's a nice blue stone statue. Good job, man.
Yes.
That was wild. And you just kind of navigated through that quicker than I could drop dope factoids.
I know, man.
You navigated through it.
All right, well, let's, why don't we grab this level up here? Our magic is now, we're full up on magic. We're level 8 on magic. We're level 8 on life. We're level 7 on health. We're outside the Ocean Palace. That's it, brother.
Good job, brother. Wow. You really nailed that. I'm giving you mad props here for just flying blind through that. I'll give me mini props for looking up the name of the Magos and Gooma.
Definitely.
But wow.
We were just adding so much. I mean, we had all that, glorious content.
What a good episode.
Yeah.
Guys and girls and everybody else, yins. I like the Pittsburgh yins.
Yins?
For the plural, yeah. The Pittsburgh yins. It means y'all.
I like it.
Thanks for tuning in, yins. That was just a wild roller coaster of an episode. I hope that you enjoyed it as much as we did. We'll be back next week. Maybe I'll pick up the sticks. Maybe we'll get, Ben to keep playing. Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? It's going to be fun, though. It's going to be a lot of fun. You got anything else to say to the wonderful, beautiful listeners?
If you're thirsty, get your own damn water.
Oh, boy!
This has been another episode of
Hyrule Podcasters!
Bye, everyone.
Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week. How about that? You just nailed it.
Dude, I was not.
Thanks for listening to this week's episode of
Hyrule Podcasters.
You can find us on Facebook and Instagram at Hyrule Podcasters and on Twitter at Hyrule Podcaster.
As always, this episode was produced by Patrick, and we'd like to thank Lieutenant Headtrip for our awesome theme.
Additionally, if you'd like to directly support us, you can head over to our Patreon page. Patreons get early access to episodes, access to our private Discord server, and more. Links to everything can be found in the show notes.
And be sure to rate and review us in Apple Podcast, Spotify, Stitcher, or wherever you listen.
Odd Conduit Media.